Okay, today I'm heading up to take photos of a new custom ranch by KLM Builders. What's different about the home we're going to shoot today is it's part of KLM's Build on Your Lot program, whereas a homeowner can come to them with plans saying, this is what I'd like to have, this is what I'd like for my home, and they'll build it from scratch. And we don't always have this opportunity, but the homeowner themselves are going to take us through the tour today. So that'll be a nice, unique perspective. Really looking forward to it.
The home is brought a lot of the things that we had in our old home and wanted to bring it to the forefront because we were comfortable with it. But we downsized at the same time and went to a master bedroom and a guest bedroom concept.
We were introduced to the concept of age in place, and what that means is that you have a house that can convert certain key features as you get older, might need a walker or a wheelchair or whatever.
So as we walk through the home, you'll call out different things that are...
Right.
Okay.
Well, we wanted to make the foyer kind of a grand entry. The fact of the multi-level lighting that we have in here, again, for an age-in-place place, we like to have light. The other thing is all the lighting that we're going to see in the house is LED lighting.
And one thing I want to ask you is you mentioned about the closet.
Oh yeah, our closets are all basically, I made them in such a way that we don't have to be throwing switches all the time, but when you open it, the light goes on.
That's convenient. I don't know how many times I forget to turn off mine. Well, let's move into this room here. So what room are we in now?
It's our getaway room, our quiet reading room, just music, no TV, a place where we can just relax and be comfortable. And I've always been a buff in Lewis and Clark. My wife's always been like early Americana, and so we mix both in this room. And it's where at night we may sit and have a cordial and just enjoy each other's company.
We've outfitted this fireplace with gas logs. However, this fireplace is capable of wood burning. So there's a nice feature here as well. We've surrounded this with our Silestone quartz product, and we've provided a cherry mantle and a surround on this fireplace as well. And we flanked both sides of the fireplace with our countryside cabinets, also in a cherry.
As we're entering into our great room here, we have a seating area, a dining area, the kitchen, and then a sunroom off of that area. This is where my wife and I are going to do 90% of our living. But we also have a large family that likes to get together and party. Dining room table we bought in Shipshewana, and it expands out another 2 feet that we can literally get our entire family of 14 people around that with all the kids. And for the TV in this area, we set up a niche for our widescreen TV, but we also were concerned that we could see it in the kitchen when we're cooking. And so it does swivel, and it does pull out. And actually, it may not look like it swivels much, but you can see quite well from the kitchen area. So.
That's because he likes to cook on Sundays and he can watch the Bears game.
So once again, we've outfitted the fireplace with gas logs, but this is a wood-burning fireplace. Again, in this room, we flanked it with these cabinets that are also made by Countryside, and this is a custom color, so it's not something that's typical on our Countryside samples, and we are able to also match the mantle to that as well. So in this corner here, we provided all of our audio equipment down in the bottom of this cabinet. So a lot of the details that Randy included in his blueprints were a lot of niches in the home. So we have these arches that we put up, and we also have fitted them with an LED spotlight. Also, besides the LED spotlight, we've included an outlet above each one of these shelves over here so they can decorate.
The kitchen I dearly love. I saw the countertop, this Cambria product. I fell in love with it, and there was nothing going to deter me from it. Again, we have Countryside drawers, and you can get different insets and through the soft close, which I just love. And I love the idea of the two-tone cabinetry. The consistency in the cup handles, but the color and mixing and match it. It's a style I really enjoy. One problem I had in my old house was I have sear marks here where I was burned because I was trying to reach over and I'm just being short. So we chose a product that Bosch makes that it's easy for us to get at. Now, obviously, with 9-foot ceilings, this was a bit of a challenge. So I made Randy buy me this lovely little stool from Shipshawana. So I'm able to reach all the nooks and crannies, and pardon my mess, but you know, this is one room that I just wanted off limits, but Sean said no.
Well,
You've got to show it.
Right. I know you're still moving in, so
Yeah.
they are still getting everything in order. But by the way, I love the door. Can you open that for me real quick?
Sure.
So once you're all moved in, I love the amount of storage space you have in here. This is phenomenal.
And I have some around the corner too, but you can skip that.
A couple of things that are kind of nice. So we have single bowl sink in here, and we've accompanied that with a separate sink over here at their coffee counter. And also, we have installed a reverse osmosis water system over there. So they've got clean water. Again, these are our countryside products, and it's a custom color. It's an oyster colored cabinet, which is unique to this home. And we've matched it with a subway tile, but it's a glass subway tile in a little bit darker tone of gray. It's subtle. It's nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's a nice feature, but it's very subtle.
What about the floors here?
The floors are a 4-inch hickory. That's something we don't use a lot. It's what they call a hand-scraped hickory floor.
This is a happy place room. It's
Yeah, I
sunny
love
in the
sunroom.
morning. Oh, and I got to show you this, Sean. This is wonderful. We usually have to hide this from our grandkids, but we can actually open our windows remotely and close them, and we can do a separate window, part of a window, but with just a push of the button, and down they go. Now you can imagine how an 8-year-old finds this very intriguing.
This is a huge laundry room, I gotta say. A lot of space.
Sean, come on into a room that I dearly love. It is a flex room, and it could be used as an additional bedroom. Right now, we are using it as a library, and as being a English history teacher, it was my dream to have all my books that I could get at. And
So then our doors. We got a TV here. We went with the barn doors again, with our what we call our trolley doors, and we've got dueling trolley doors on this room here, which is real nice. So you have to get outside here and take a look at the hardware. It's really unique. We've got the wrought, the black iron and rollers on here.
Many times in ranch homes, you get this long corridor, and I didn't want that, so I wanted to break it up somewhat. And as you can see, I've done that with false colonnades at the side walls with the arch, and then each of the areas is articulated with their indirect lighting from the drop crown moldings. This is our guest bath. We wanted to make sure it was large enough, considering that we can have multiple people in there at one time trying to get ready. As we proceed a little bit further here, we come into the guest bedroom. But we didn't want to make it oversized to the point of wasted space. And as we go across the hall, we go into the master suite, which basically we have a beautiful view out into the park area. And again, we have our own TV set up in here, and we also have a king-size bed. And then as we enter into the master bath, one of the things that we have here again is our barn doors. But the thing about this barn door is when you open it, automatically the light goes on in the closet areas. We got the his and hers sinks and vanities. And we have the indirect lighting underneath all the vanities and underneath the tub. So as we move to the shower area here, one of the things that was important to us is that there's no threshold or any door on this shower. And then we provided 3 different shower heads in there, a rain shower, a directional shower, and then the wand. Again, all convenient things that we needed as we age in place.
A couple other things, Sean, keeping with the aging in place theme, we have put backer inside these walls, so when they do need to have grab bars installed, we've got all of our dimensional lumber behind the drywall, and it's ready to accept that.
Hopefully you enjoyed the short tour of our home. We just also wanted to add our thanks to KLM and especially Jim Herman for the work he's done as the soup on the job. We really enjoyed working with them all.
And I have to say, they not only were they wonderful to work with, but they worked with a picky architect and an impatient ex-teacher. What more could we ask for?
You have a beautiful home. Thanks for having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you.